Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something super important for anyone playing Haikyuu Legends, the different playstyles your character can use. In the early stages of the game, you might find that some styles are perfect for getting you through those initial levels. But as you start progressing and facing tougher challenges, you're going to need it to strategy upgrade. It's all about picking the right style that suits your playstyle and the game's evolving difficulty. Now don't worry, this isn't as complicated as it sounds. I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the different styles in Haikyuu Legends and where they fit best in your journey. Whether you're just starting or you're looking to tweak your approach as you climb the ranks, this guide will help you pick the perfect style for your character. Stick around, because we're about to make sure you're ready to dominate the court. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking styles in Haikyuu Legends. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Thanks.
The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Haiba, Sugawara, and Tanaka. Alright, let's talk about the real underdogs of Haikyuu Legends. You know, the styles that make you think, why did I even choose this one? Yep, we're diving into the D tier. These styles are, well, not exactly winning any MVP awards. If you're stuck with them or just want to practice the basics, then sure, go ahead and give them a try. But in all honesty, you're probably better off looking for something else once you've got a few spins under your belt. First up, we've got Haiba. Now don't get me wrong, this guy's got some decent stats for jumping and setting the ball. If you're just looking to fly through the air like you're auditioning for a basketball game, Haiba's got you covered. But when it comes to serving, forget it. This guy's serving skills are like a rock at the bottom of a pool, just sinking with no chance of coming back up. So yeah, while he can set and bump a bit, his serving is just yikes. Next, Sugawara steps into the ring. This one's a bit of a mixed bag. He's got some great skills when it comes to setting and spiking, plus his serve, jump, and block stats aren't half bad either. But here's the catch. He's slow. Like, so slow, you might as well take a nap while waiting for him to catch up. And on top of that, his bumping accuracy, let's just say, it's not gonna win you any precision awards. So while he can dish out a decent spike, he's probably not someone you want on your front lines during a fast-paced game. And finally, there's Tanaka. Here's a guy who can absolutely crush a spike. It's like a cannonball coming at you. He's also got decent block, bump, and serve stats, so he's not completely hopeless. But, and this is a big but, he's super slow. Like, a sloth on a lazy day, slow. And when it comes to setting up teammates, yeah, not his strong suit. He'll hit hard, but he's not the guy you want running the court when you need some slick plays. So, if you're looking to strategize, Tanaka might not be your first pick. All in all, these D-tier styles are definitely the ones you want to avoid unless you're just looking to chill, practice, or maybe mess around a little. They've got a few things going for them, but they're definitely not going to carry your team to victory. So, unless you're testing out a new strategy or just stuck with them for now, try to keep these guys on the bench for the big matches. The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Ohira, Kita, Hinata, and Yamaguchi. Alright, let's talk about some of the C tier styles in Haikyuu Legends. Now, these styles aren't bad, but they're like that friend who's always kind of there, but never the one to steal the spotlight. They're perfect for beginners who are just starting to get the hang of things, but as you level up, you'll want to swap them out for some higher tiered options. First up, we've got Ohira. This rare style might not have the strongest setting and spike abilities, but it shines in other areas. The bump, jump, and serve stats are solid, so if you're starting out, this style can definitely help you get the ball rolling. You might find yourself wishing for a bit more power in other aspects as you progress though. Next, we've got Kita, which is a common style. Don't let its common rarity fool you, it does come with some pretty decent strengths, especially in bump, dive, and speed. So, if you're a player who loves quick reactions and solid defense, Kita could be a useful pick. That said, if you're hoping for strong setting or serving stats, Kita's not your go-to guy. He's more of a defensive hero. Then, there's Hinata. Now, Hinata is all about balance. He's got an equal stat distribution across all areas, so you'll find a little bit of everything. But here's the catch, nothing really stands out. If you're looking for that one standout skill or flashy move, you might feel a bit underwhelmed. But if you're just learning the ropes and want someone reliable, Hinata's there for you. Lastly, we have Yamaguchi, who brings some decent power to the table. His jump, bump, and serve stats are solid, and his dive capabilities make him pretty good on defense. But when it comes to spiking and setting, Yamaguchi can struggle. He's a great option if you're focusing on defense, but don't expect him to carry the offensive plays too well. So yeah, these C-tier styles are pretty great when you're starting out in Haikyuu Legends. They'll help you get the hang of things without leaving you totally helpless. But as you get stronger, you'll probably want to move on to those higher tiered styles. It's all about that progression, right? The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Tsukishima, Azumane, Kozume, and Iwaizumi. Alright, let's talk about the B tier styles in Haikyuu Legends. You might not always hear a lot of hype about them, but trust me, these styles can still do some solid work, especially if you're looking to grind out some yen in those casual matches. They might not be the flashiest or the strongest, but they hold their own with some pretty nice stats. If you need a reliable team without the frills, this is the way to go. First up, we've got Tsukishima. Now, don't let the slow pace fool you. While he's definitely not the fastest player on the court, his jump stat is absolutely insane. We're talking some serious vertical height here. If you need someone who can get a solid block or set up a play, Tsukishima's got you covered. His slow speed is a bit of a downer, but if you're just chilling and farming for yen, his high block and setting abilities make him a decent pick. Next, we've got Azumane. This guy's all about power. His jump and serve and spike stats are top notch. So, if you're looking for someone to hit hard and serve up a storm, Azumane is your guy. The only downside is that his set stats aren't great, so if you need him to set up plays for others, you might want to reconsider. Still, when it comes to just smashing the ball down the court, Azumane's a beast. Then there's Kozume. This one's a bit of a jack of all trades, but not in the sense that he's great at everything. He's just decent across the board. His bump, dive, jump, and set attributes are all solid, so he's reliable in multiple areas. However, his serve leaves a lot to be desired. If you need someone who can play all around but doesn't necessarily need to serve the ball, Kozume could fit right into your lineup. Finally, we have Iwaizumi. He's got some strong points, like a high jump and spike, so he's definitely a great option for offensive plays. His block speed and set stats aren't bad either, so he's versatile in the right situations. The only area where he falls a little short is diving and bumping the ball, which means he's not ideal for defensive plays. But if you need someone who can hit hard and jump high, Iwaizumi will deliver. So, there you have it. The B tier styles might not be the absolute top dogs, but they've got their place in the game. Whether you're farming yen or just playing for fun, they can do a decent job without making you feel like you're missing out on too much. If you're just starting out or need to round out your team, these guys can be your unsung heroes. The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Nishinoya, Yamamoto, Sawamura, and Ushijima. Alright, let's dive right into it. No fluff, just the good stuff. If you're looking to dominate in Haikyuu Legends and make your name known in those intense pro servers, you need to know about the A tier styles. These players are the real deal, and if you want to level up, these are the styles you'll want to bring to the court. First up, we have Nishinoya. This rare style is all about defense. His bump and dive stats are off the charts, making him a beast when it comes to saving the ball. His speed is pretty solid too, which helps him get around the court quickly, but here's the catch, his serve is lacking. While he's great on defense if you're looking for a strong serve, Nishinoya's not the guy you want to rely on. But if you need a player that's going to keep you in the game with those clutch digs, he's your guy. Then there's Yamamoto, the legendary legend with an insane bump stat. This guy has some of the best defense and attack attributes, especially when it comes to diving and spiking. If you want someone who can handle those tough plays and turn them into points, Yamamoto's the one you want on your team. However, he doesn't quite bring much to the serve department, so if you're relying on him to ace a serve, you might want to think twice. Now, let's talk about Sawamura. This legendary player has speed for days, and when it comes to bumping, diving, and setting up plays, he's top tier. His versatility is key. He can handle almost anything that comes his way. But, and it's a big but, his serve and spike scenarios are where he falls short. So while he's perfect for keeping plays alive and setting up your team for success, you'll need someone else for those heavy-hitting serves. Lastly, we have the powerhouse Ushijima. This guy's all about jumping and spiking. His block and dive numbers are sky high, making him an intimidating presence on the court. But his bump ability, it's not great. So while he's going to absolutely crush any ball coming his way in terms of spikes and blocks, you'll need to have someone else covering those bumping duties. Still, with those insane jump and spike stats, he's a game changer for sure. So there you have it. A-tier styles that should definitely be in your lineup if you're aiming for greatness. Whether you need defense, speed, or power, these players bring the heat. Just remember, each one has their strengths and weaknesses, so knowing how to use them right will be key to your success on the court. The styles in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Kageyama. Alright, let's talk about S tier styles in Haikyuu Legends, because if you're aiming for the absolute best, these guys are your go-to. Forget what you know about your playstyle, just pick them. Trust me, you won't regret it. First up, we have Kageyama. This guy is godly. And I mean it. When I say his stats are off the charts, I'm talking complete set stat. The man is a beast when it comes to block, jump, dive, speed, and of course his serve stat. It's like he's the Swiss Army knife of Haikyuu Legends. Seriously, if you want to dominate the court, having Kageyama on your team is like having a cheat code. But here's the thing. It's not just about his raw stats, it's the way he moves on the court that really sets him apart. He has everything you need to stay on top of the game. Whether you're diving for that last second save or speeding to the net, he's always in the right place at the right time. The balance of his abilities makes him the perfect player for any situation, and honestly, you don't need to tweak your strategy to make him work. Just let him do his thing and watch the points stack up. So, if you want to play like a pro, Kageyama's your guy. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.